Hi, and welcome everybody to another edition of the Winner's Circle Sports Betting Podcast. My name is Ross Benjamin of RBWins.com, and like every Tuesday, and it is Tuesday, November the 15th, I'm joined by Mr. Sean Higgs of PicksandParleys.net, a guy who's having a terrific football season, especially in the NFL. And Sean, how goes it?
Yeah, not too bad. NFL. I did have a losing. I went 4-6 in my NFL this week. I had the Bears and Cowboys blowing double-digit leads in the fourth quarter, which is a tough one. But then, I had the Browns with just a bad pick. I had a good number, 5.5, and it come down. I felt really good about it.
Me
A
too.
no show there. I
Yeah.
did. I ended up with the Niners. Had a good number. I had a 4 on that. I pulled that one out. I had Washington last night. So, and college football again, we're about 54%. Not terrible. We're grinding
Yeah.
away. That's all you can ask. When you put out 188 games of college football, it's plus. We're ahead. I'm still churning along. We talk about it all the time, Ross. That's what it's about. It's not.
You gotta keep grinding, man. You gotta
That's
keep
it.
grinding. You don't hide after you lose. You're gonna have losing streaks. You gotta be resilient. You gotta have
Yes.
character. You gotta have big shoulders. So, and I think I could speak for you when I say both of us are fully capable of such. So,
Yeah.
in any event, you can find me at rbwins.com, where all my premium paid selections are college basketball, NBA, NFL, college football, a lot going on right now. So a lot of
Yeah.
action coming off a 2-0 last night. And we're going to continue on with the winning after a rough weekend. I lost both of my 10-star top plays in football, college football, NFL for the first time all season long, as I had the Cleveland Browns like Sean. And I also thought when that line came down to 3.5 and 3 that I was a golden lock. Right.
Hey, they're looking good.
It's never an exact science. And so anyway, and I hit Texas -7 against TCU. Speaking of TCU, that's one of the games we're going to cover. And Sean Higgs is going to give us the delight of covering that game. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Sean. TCU at Baylor, the Horned Frogs still undefeated. 2.5-point favorite on the road against a Baylor team that absolutely got crushed last week at home. So by Kansas State. So what do you got for us, my man?
Yeah, last week I think we did TCU Texas. I'm like, give me TCU here in the points. I'll lay the 2.5, and it looks bad. Like how are we laying 3? Give me how is it not? I think it was 3. It's come down. I don't care. I'll hook up my wagon to the public player on TCU. This team, I said against Texas. Texas finds ways to lose games. That's what they do.
This
That's
team
what they
finds
do.
ways to win it. Yeah.
TCU just keeps winning all over the place, all different ways. And Baylor, what's Baylor showing up? He got blasted 31-3. Are you kidding me? I mean, I remember coming on here, we're talking when they're playing West Virginia, and I'm like, they need this win because they have Texas Tech, Oklahoma, K-State. They have TCU, a bunch of ranked teams coming into play. You got to win them. Well, I mean, that is a disaster. I mean, you eked out Oklahoma, and then you get run out of your own building in a must-win kind of game. Yeah. Forget again. There's no overthink it for me here. TCU has found ways to win all season long, and not only win but cover. And this is a field goal I got to cover. I mean, come on, how are we going to cover this one? We'll probably get it's going to be. I want to say we're going to return like a fumble. Like Baylor's going to be up 34-31, and then all of a sudden there's a scoop and a score, and we're going the other way to win by 4 points or something crazy here. That's the way TCU season's been. All the way. They're going playoff bound, TCU. They got the luck of the Irish on there with them.
No doubt about it. The Horned Frogs, if they do win out, they will be part of the college football playoff, unequivocally so. And boy, oh boy, you hit it right on the head, Sean. They just keep finding ways to win. And Baylor is one of those teams that makes you pull your hair out because at times this year, they look terrific on both sides of the ball. And then they'll pull up lame like they did last week at home against Kansas State for no apparent reason. So in terms of consistency, there's no comparison between these two teams. And Sean Higgs, he likes TCU -2.5 against Baylor. Even you might want to look at that money line too on that game if you like the favorite.
Yeah, maybe just like probably about 125, 130, I guess. Now you never get
Yeah. At 2.5, I'm going to say it's either 135 or 140.
140. Yeah, probably gets at the 140 mark because they said it at 3 at 140. Yeah.
So depending, I mean, my personal preference when I lay a money line in football or basketball, I'll never want to lay over minus 135. Everybody's different. But in any event, Sean is he's taking TCU minus the 2.5 at Baylor. And if you can get minus 135 or less on the money line, he would recommend you take TCU on the money line as well. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the Utah and Oregon game. Before I get to that, just a friendly reminder, folks, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's absolutely free to do so. There's no charge. There's no subscription plans. There's no hook. There's no bait and switch. It's absolutely free for you to do so. All you need to do is hover over that OSGA icon you see in the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, and you'll see a subscribe button. Hit that, hit the alerts, and you'll be notified immediately upon any of our free pick videos going up on this channel. And we're at around 64% over the last 5 weeks with all the handicappers combined on this channel. So what's your hesitation? Subscribe and hit the alert button. All right, Oregon and Utah. Oregon Ducks hosting the Utah Utes. This line opened with Oregon being a 1-point favorite. It's now up to 3. You know, I look at this from probably differently than a lot of other people do, because I'm looking at the fact that Oregon's coming off that excruciating 37-34 home loss as a favorite of minus 12.5 against Washington last week. They had entered that game with an 8-game win streak, and there was a chance that if Oregon won out and everything fell their way, they could have been part of the college football playoffs. Well, those hopes are dashed, and you can't help but think that this team is not going to be mentally sharp this week, and they're going to be facing a red-hot Utah team right now that's won 4 straight and looking a lot like the top 10 team they were expected to be early on. Here's the other thing. Home favorites of 6.5 or less in college football, when they're coming off a home favorite straight-up loss, and they have a win percentage 800 or better, Oregon right now 8-2, those home favorites of 6.5 or less, they're coming off those home favorite straight up losses, 0-9 straight up in ATS since 1983. Not a large sample size, but when it has occurred, it shows the home favorite of 6.5 or less. Not only haven't they covered all 9 of those games, but they lost all 9 straight up as well. This will be the first time all season Utah will be an underdog. And again, I like Utah here. I'm going to take the Utah Utes plus the 3 on the road against Oregon. I just think that Utah is the better team. I thought that way, even despite the fact Oregon before their loss last week. So Utah plus the 3 at Oregon, and Sean Higgs likes TCU minus the 2.5 at Baylor. Any final words, Sean? Tell the folks again where they could find you, what you might have coming up this week.
Real fast, I agree with Utah. I like that. Money line them at plus money there. Again, big letdown spot. And that TCU, I just looked it up, minus 145 and 150 on that 2.5. So they don't want to go to 3 for whatever reason, but they're going to juice that money line. I just want to lay to 2.5 and be like, I don't want to. I can't lay 150. I don't want to lay 150 with Justin Verlander or any pitcher in Major League Baseball. I'm not going to lay 150 in college. But midday money, 7 days a week. You can find it. It's on Twitter, YouTube, on Winning Free Picks, or Picks and Parlay, same channel. But that's it. A lot of free picks, and now we got college basketball. So taking a place of college football, because we got a week left. It's Thanksgiving next week. Are you kidding me? What? Holy cow!
Unbelievable.
We got bowl games coming up in a month. Where's the bowl game schedule?
Anyway, you can find Sean at picksandparleys.net. Tremendous handicapper in all sports. He has a nice midday morning show every day at 12 o'clock, Monday through Friday, or Monday through Sunday, is that?
7 days a week.
7 days a week at picksandparleys.net. All you need to do is go to that homepage there, and you'll be able to see Sean every day at noon Eastern time. You'll be able to find me once again, folks, at rbwins.com. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the alert button. And most of all, don't forget to give us a like for our efforts. We deeply appreciate it. Until the next time, take care, God bless, and good luck, folks.